it is, y'all? It is your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back today with more Danmachi. Now, today we're going to be talking about the new heroic trial, and you guys really need to be running this, because if you're not aware, basically this covers everyone, and I mean everyone, that is on the Adventurer banner. Now, which one should you pick out of this? It's a really tough call. I would say 99% of the time, I'm going to probably advise against Bell. Because we already get a free version of Bell from the story event, I kind of think Bell is covered personally. Now, you might be in a situation where maybe because of that, he's the only unit you can max limit break. At that point, you're going to want to then grab his bond. Mikoto is a spectacular option, but because she's single target, really, that's going to kind of be for War Game, or I'm sorry, Record Buster, not War Game, Record Buster mains. That said, Welf, and Welf is a fantastic unit. I think he actually might be my first recommended pick in this one, but what really sucks, and what's actually, like, kind of hurt me a little bit, is the next round of Heroic Trial, which is coming in next week, is going to be the All-Assist banner. Now, you guys know, normally I recommend getting an assist. I was really hoping there'd be an assist on this, like they'd break it up. They've never done it before like that, but I was kind of hoping they'd break it up so it would be no, like, portions of each banner. So we've got some tough decisions to make on this one. Now, I'm going to choose Mikoto only because that's what I really want to work with. But I'm going to say for most people, probably Bell or Welf would be a much better option. But that's really going to come down to you, how your summons went, and all that. The one thing I want you to do bear in mind and to be aware of, you can only select one. Basically, as you're farming this, you're going to farm up 600, it is 600, notice that right there, of those amulets, and you're going to trade it in for the one big blue gem. That big blue gem, and notice there's only one of those acquirable, you could choose one of the above. Not two, not three, only one. So make your decision wisely. But in acquiring these gems, you guys know you've got to fight this fight. And the goal here, obviously, is to S-clear each and every one of these. They're all going to have their own rewards. I don't remember what the rewards are, but they're all going to have their own rewards. And honestly, now that we've got skill flow, there's really no reason not to farm up the EX missions. Plus, this is a really silly, easy event. I'm going to auto-run this and absolutely decimate it in 5 turns. Yeah, I thought I was going to say 2. 5 turns. It's going to be really simple, really easy. Now, the event shows that it prefers water or thunder. I bet you could use just about any decent team in this event. So it's going to be just really a matter of taste. Now, because the water team is so beefy and so prolific, I've kind of chosen to take this team. This team is a team that really needs no introduction. We've used this on like just about everything. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to kind of go through a quick run of this with auto battle and show you how fast we can decimate it. And then we'll go back in and we'll talk about how you actually do want to take this on, because most of the time with Record Buster, I do recommend basically using single target units and just being very aggressive with the single target. But if I'm honest here, this is a rare situation where I kind of feel like AoE, because there's 3 units, really kind of takes the cake. And because the water team is so beefy and so insane, well, as you can see, they just get taken apart at the seams. Like, they absolutely just get violated in this fight. It's hilarious. Like, truly hilarious. Okay? So, turn 5, we're going to do a double SA. And honestly, I could have done an SA with Bell and with Aisha, and it would have had basically the same results. But honestly here, and I'm gonna be frank, I'm being lazy. I'm being a bit lazy. This was the exact same team we used for 7th Zone last time around, and because of that, literally I'm using the same skill flow, and I'm not even joking. I've done nothing to build out this team, and they just dominate. This team is absolutely insane. But let's really go back in here, analyze the tactics, and talk about what you want to do and how you want to take this on. Because if you have the ML bead, water team, you probably already know what to do. But if you don't, you do want to be a little cautious with this, and you do want to take this on properly. Now, we've got 3 opponents. Bell is... We've already debuffed physical, but it looks like everything on him is neutral. So physical, magic is neutral, every element is neutral. But he does have a slight 20% deficiency to water. That's not crazy, and he definitely, if you've got another team, you can debuff around that. Wealth, exactly the same. If you're wondering why the 25 down on physical, anytime you see a red like that, that means it's affected by a debuff. And over here, we got a 25% debuff on physical. So underneath all that, that would have been 0%. That would have been neutral. Now, he's got 2.3 million health. Bell, I believe, has 2.1 million health. I thought it was going to be the same. And Mikoto has 1.6 mil. So she's technically the squishier of the two. And she is down 20% to thunder, not necessarily water. But remember, number 1, water's so insanely good, it isn't going to make a difference at all. Number 2, because she is so massively debuffed in comparison to the other twos, she's just going to fall apart at the seams. So we're going to just come in here, do our basic buff stack, and we're going to do Spotlight with Lean A to get 33% SA gauge charge and increase our critical rate, our counter rate, and our penetration rate, which is just going to help damage go a little nicer. But everybody else literally is just doing their general buff stack. And that's just going to be basically like whether you build, 1 first, 2 first, whatever you do, just generally buff your units. That's really all you need to do here. Buff or debuff. Now, on this turn, you'll notice that I'm using the swap anklet. Lena left, and she brought in Aphrodite. Now, Aphrodite is going to do a big AoE debuff on this turn, and that's just going to allow us to do more AoE damage. Everybody else just basically continues the general buff stack. Nothing too crazy. Now, if you're wondering why Reveria is on this team, simply put, she's here to get just a little bit more SA power. Now, she does have a very good water skill, and that's going to help us out drastically. I'm going to change this up ever so slightly, though. I'm actually going to do an SA with Belle on this turn, and the reason I'm going to do that, now, Haruhime's coming in, she's going to give 33% more SA gauge charge. Really, that's only going to affect her, and she's going to continue to heal and do buff and debuff replication. Bell is completely buffed up. Like, the only thing I could really do now is just keep running his skill 2, which is really his best attack, because it's a high, fast physical attack with, a bunch of the water element attached to it. But I'm curious what happens if I do his SA this early, and maybe we could take it out a turn or 2 earlier, maybe, with everybody else with more power. I honestly don't know, but I'm going to give it a try. Now, Aisha hilariously is doing single target damage here. I really need her to do her AoE, so I'm going to take her away from what she was doing and put her back on doing her AoE attack. And Reveria doesn't really have one, so I'm going to continue doing her single target. And I think I'm actually going to target Welf here, because he's got the most health. Maybe that will help wear him down a little bit. I honestly don't know. Absolutely hilarious. Yeah. I think a turn 4 kill is well within the realm of possibility here. Yeah. In fact, I probably could have just honestly kept... I might not even need Haruhime for this one. I might have just been able to just take it out as usual. But I do have... everyone's going to do their single target attack here. It really doesn't matter. Welf is dead. I'm going to be honest. I am a little shocked by that, but then again, not completely. If I copy that skill flow and really work on it, we probably could eventually get a turn 3 kill. So, there you go. Now, once you've got a good finish on this, once you basically have it done, don't forget, guys, we're getting tons and tons and tons of skip tickets right now, especially if you're watching this after the big update when we get Sears Lunchbox back and the other one. We're getting, right now, 5 blue skip tickets a day, and if you buy everything else, you'll be getting 15 of them a day. So... at least doing the 5 here would help out. Now, I'm going to need some stamina, so that doesn't really matter. But remember, the orbs to run this event are free every single day. You get an hour a day to farm this up. So let's see how far we are now. So I got, is that 227 of those? I got a lot of those. So I'm not even going to, lie. I'm literally now 100 I started this with what, 200, I believe. So in this short amount of time, I've already gotten 300 of the gems. I could run a couple more skip tickets, get the item and get in there, but I'm not going to drag it out, guys. That's the video. It's so super simple. It's hilarious. Go build your teams. You don't need a water team, but let's face it, with the buff they got, they're going to annihilate this event. Good luck to you. Let me know which unit you actually chose in the comments section down below. Like, comment, share all the good stuff, and I will catch you all in the next one.